In the words of Chinua Achebe, he said there was a country. But if I'm to refine it in my own words, I will say there was never a country. There was just an arrangement of deception and propaganda. While the fact is, when we were busy thinking that the move by Shegumi was a personal opinion for the government to negotiate with these radical elements and these bandits, at the end of the day, we were wrong. It wasn't just Shegumi's opinion. It was a calculated agenda, and it was a grandstand of the North. As evidently, you can see what I've displayed here. The chairman of Arewa Consultative Forum urging Tinubu to negotiate with these radical elements, with these Fulani bandits. It doesn't just stop at negotiation, that they should equally be given money, just like the way they gave Niger Deltans money. So at the end of the day, you get to see that we were actually thinking it was something of a personal opinion and it doesn't reflect reality. But now it's obvious. But this now brings us to the question: how did we get here? Secondly, how we go take commode for here? First of all, I want to say that person will constitute this thing where they call Northern Nigeria. Na thunder go fire you. Na thunder go fire you. But apart from that, I think it's high time for people to know this is not hate. This one where I go talk is reality. Forget about propaganda or sweet words. And any other person that is not comfortable with this, I don't care. But the fact is, it's high time for people to define themselves and stand for whatever reflects the true definition of their selves. And in this regards now, I want to sincerely say that this kangaroo arrangement of Northern Nigeria is high time, is more defined, and people that knows that this doesn't reflect them, I am telling you, should stay out of this. You need to stay out of this. Talking about this now, I want to tell you that I am telling you sincerely, no, God, this Northern Nigeria, it no go stand like this again. I am telling you. And that is why I'm now wondering, where is the Middle Belt Forum in this regards? Is the statement of this Arewa consultative chairman your stand as well? And why have you been sleeping? It's obvious now that no matter how you try to promote togetherness, I am telling you, there is nothing like togetherness. There are people in this country that have agenda and they are working towards that agenda. And it's evidently showing. And let's ask ourselves, when you say these people should be compensated the way they compensated the Niger Deltas, are you telling me what the Niger Deltas did is the same thing that these radical Fulani bandits are doing? Is it the same thing? What were they fighting for in the Niger Delta? They were fighting for degradation of their land and marginalization, and the fact that despite that this part of the region contributes the #1%, the highest percentage in regards revenue, they feel that they should be more considered. But now let's ask ourselves this question. What are these radical Fulani bandits fighting for? All of a sudden you wake up and you decide to start fighting each other, and you are now bringing flimsy excuses of the fact that the government have not sent you to school, there is poverty or whatever. Tell me that one entity that is the government that sent them to school. And tell me if there are no schools in the north, and why did they refuse to attend that? And when you are talking about poverty now, tell me what the northern politicians have done in that regard. And lastly, tell me what does the north brings to the table of the national economy. What do they bring? What are they bringing? Apart from radical religious ideologies and a lot of funny things. What are they bringing? Radical ideologies, at the end of the day, you say you ban alcohol, you are destroying alcohol, you go to Abuja, you shave from alcohol revenue, and at the end of the day, these same people you are calling Arna, they have oil that is now used to actually give you people allocation to go back and embezzle. Well, the fact is, I think finally, I'm beginning to understand the predicament of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am telling you. And I think I am retracting and I'm changing my stance in this regard. I am telling you, Tinubu, Peter Obi, or Showore, or nothing. Allah. Tinubu, Peter Obi, Showore, or nothing. In short, the fact is, well, that is just it. Sincerely speaking. Because I'm beginning to now feel that this thing is not just all about even insurgency. It's all about even some elements are in this system that are trying to ensure that they discredit this man, as evidently shown with this man coming to make this kind of utterance. I am telling you, it's a calculated attempt. But by the grace of God, you brought Muslim ticket. We don't have a problem with that now. Tinubu must continue. If he can't continue, let it be another person, but not a northerner. Do whatever you feel like doing. I am telling you sincerely, nothing. Absolutely nothing. No northerner is smelling that seat. By God's grace, come the next election. Whether you like it or not. But go and still keep pampering bandits. Go and do whatever you feel like doing. And I'm telling this to also the minority in the north. This is high time for you to take a stand. And I'm equally telling this to the Niger Deltas, to the Igbos. Everybody should take a stand. Protect and defend that which you stand for. I am telling you. Even if
so, Mr. Chinedu, looking at this recent development where, of course, IPB members were recognized in Israeli assets, and we're looking at the strategic partnership of Israel and United States of America. A situation where it's presumed that very soon, Benjamin Netanyahu, talking about the Prime Minister of Israel, may be visiting Oval Office to prevail on the White House to see reason why there should be a proclamation to United Nations to prefer solution to Biafra struggle.
Are you not surprised that the parliamentarians, the Nasset themselves, the Likud members, the MKs, were also watching development in United States of America, where the congressmen actually voted and empowered the president to take a decisive decision in Nigeria with options. So that Abraham Accord still exists till today. So what it means that, there might be a certain level of, agreement or some level of diplomatic talks or understanding or presentation by the president himself, who has also mentioned the issue of Nigeria before the whole world. Immediately after he visited, that's the sixth visit of Benjamin Netanyahu to the United States. After that visit, the seventh one was where he made that statement very clearly. He has also addressed issue about Nigeria before he went to for the seventh visit to the United States of America, where he said that apart from Iran and the issue of Hamas, other things were being brought to the table too. We may not be able to know, but from what is coming from the Israeli parliament, and there are likely going to be a sudden decision or proclamation of the sovereign state of Biafra any moment from now.
You know why I said it? Because we understand that America have overriding power to override decision of United Nations. We saw that happen when America sent a proclamation to UN over moving their headquarters from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. The world voted against it, but Trump said the voting of the UN General Assembly is not binding on Israel. And he vetted it. So that's what we are looking at.
Oh, no. See, I've been saying it that we don't need a referendum. And yes, because we have been conducting a referendum every Monday. And the world knows about it. The Biafrans have been conducting referendum on every Monday. But people are mocking it, sit at home. You don't know you are conducting referendum. So they have evidence to back up whatever executive order Donald Trump or the Israeli government they said can invoke, and nobody will question it. That is the panic in Aso Rock now.
You know, I asked this initially, that with this development, seeing a young boy who just sprang up from Israel, of course a Biafran, so energetic, are we likely going to see a repeat of what we saw in America, especially when the Nigerian government paid a lobbying firm about $9 million to lobby for Nigerian cause? Are we likely going to see a semblance of that in Israel, especially when the Nigerian government may want to go and pay a lobbyist in Israel to bring their own narrative?
There's no diplomatic ties between Nigeria and Israel currently now, as a result of the decision of the federal government. Delegates led by the vice president himself, Shetima, who went to United Nations General Assembly and demanded that Israel should be eradicated from the surface of the earth, backed up by the president himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These are Muslim tickets. We look at their speeches, they never mention the unprovoked invasion of Israel on October 7th. And that was where the whole thing pertaining Nigeria and Israel diplomatic ties actually came to an end. And since that time, you know, and the struggle for lobbying and solidarity, we don't go there to, you know, make anything case. And Nigeria can never compete with us in a ground that is duly known to be ours. Israel belongs to Biafrans. Biafrans are Israel, and Israel is Biafra. And they said it very clearly, they are coming for Biafra and nothing. See, it is very clear. By the time Nigeria tried, if Nigeria had upper hand, you know, we have seen a certain struggle like what we are experiencing in the United States of America. And I told you, if Donald Trump failed to do the needful, irrespective of the position of Randy Moore on the issue that if Nigeria break up, that's an unnecessary statement to make by Randy Moore. But what I'm saying is that if America fails to do the needful, of course, Israel has 24 hours backing of the Jewish people, because they have already recognized us as their own friends, brother, and the same people that share the same Abraham Accord. They say, remember what Benjamin Netanyahu said, Jews all over the world, and in Africa and in Nigeria, we are being seen, because in all ramification, remember there was a time they sent delegates.
That is where I was going, because we remember that in 2015, some Israeli physicians came to Nigeria, never to be precise, to conduct DNA.
Okay, did they go to no, they didn't go there. They went to where they were told that progenitors of the god, yes, of course, of the ancestors, you know, these people has been proven to have migrated from there, and there is traces of evidence and that connects the average Biafran to the source. And what is the source? When you talk about the source, Nnamdi Kanu was not playing. You know, when he visited the Wailing Wall in Israel. And if you look at every point in time, you see IPOB members anywhere in the world. You know, we have two flags: the United States flag and the Israeli flag. We don't have British flag. Nigeria should carry their British flag up and down the way they want. We don't need it. And you can see, you know, they have completely muscled Britain completely out of anything that has to do with the decision to break up Nigeria. And that is where Israel stands to today. And what the victory we are seeing today, that young man you are seeing there, don't underrate him. You know, he might be very close to look at just imagine a former aide to the Israeli Prime Minister himself, Haniyeh Naftali. You can remember Haniyeh Naftali. He visited Benjamin Netanyahu 2 days ago, and he's one of the powerful. He was the former direct aide to Benjamin Netanyahu, and every point in time he addresses issues of Biafra. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Israel has the backing and whatever it takes to get America to key into Benjamin Netanyahu's proclamation and declaration of the sovereign state of Biafra.
I think I must say very thank you for your time. This is a development story. We hope to have you next time on this. But for now, thank you for your time.